everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, it would help if I had my mic out. Woo! Hi, guys. How are you doing? Hello, Yumi. Welcome to our Thursday night ESO stream. I am tiny bit frazzled, as you can probably tell, considering I, started talking and didn't even have the mic out, which, yay. This bodes well, doesn't it? Yumi has a cheeseburger and is happy. I mean, can you really be unhappy with a cheeseburger, though? I mean, seriously? I don't think you can. Cheeseburgers are delicious. This is especially true of cheeseburgers with bacon. I do not think it is possible to have a cheeseburger and not be happy about it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I maintain that cheeseburgers are delicious. So, I'm kind of envious of your cheeseburger, actually. However, as for myself, I had hot dogs wrapped in crescent rolls, and they were delicious. So, food is always good, honestly. I don't know where I was going with that. I had some train of thought with that, and I don't know. I just don't know. I lost it somewhere. Anyway. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well today. Or tonight. I guess at this point. It's tonight for me anyway. Might not be for you. Who knows? But I hope your evening, afternoon, what have you, has been going well. I know the internet can be kind of a chaotic place lately, especially with US social media. I don't know where all of you guys are from, but between the primaries and all of the corona stuff, it's a bit much for feel like pretty much anybody. Also, hold on, let me just fix my hair a bit because it is being a disaster as per usual. It would not be a stream of mine if my hair was actually cooperating. Let's be real. But yes, things are being chaotic. It is an interesting time, but I hope that by hanging out here today, can sort of take a minute and just sort of detach from all of that. That is always the hope anyway. The hope is what even is my hair. The hope is that we can just, hang out here, take our minds off of anything weird or bad that has been going on in our lives right now. At least that's the sort of stream I really want to be. Just a place where you guys can come and just, hang out, take a break from the madness for a little bit, and just watch me be weird and potentially break games. Because let's be real, that's when things are the most fun. When there are unexpected bugs. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. But for me personally, I have more fun with that. So I don't know. So weirdly enough, when you compare it to other Bethesda games, I feel like it has less bugs, but that might be because it's an MMO. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But sometimes the unexpected ones are the most entertaining, just like, running on top of my horse once it's been summoned. But again, I don't know. At this point, I feel like I'm just rambling. I don't know. So, how about we just switch on over into gameplay for the night, a bit earlier than we usually would. But, Hello, Alonia Crazy. How are you doing? I apologize if I butchered your username, by the way. Please correct me if I messed that up in any way. Um, Also, because Bethesda wasn't directly involved with ESO. That would do it. That would do it. Yeah. I am, however, slightly disappointed because we all know my favorite Bethesda bug that I've currently encountered has been one of my final streams when I was streaming Skyrim. Just my character and the horse taking off into the sky. That was quite possibly my most favorite bug that I've ever experienced. Indeed, indeed. You know, I still don't know what even triggered that. It's just I reloaded in on a save and then suddenly we were off in the sky and it made 0 sense. But it was fun, I think. Quite possibly the most ridiculous thing ever, but it is definitely a favorite stream moment for me. When it comes to Skyrim, who can say? It is true. It is true. Any number of things could have gone wrong to just trigger that happening. But I am kind of sad that we don't experience bugs of that magnitude with ESO. I know that would probably like break the game entirely, but I don't know. I think it'd be fun to just see more things like that, but also I can imagine the player salt that would result. So maybe it's probably a good thing that it did not actually happen. Bugs of that magnitude. I don't know. Possibly. So, what do you guys say we flip on over and start playing a game? Give me 1 second because I forgot to post something somewhere, and I really should have. Okay, so that is done. Just a couple of quick things before we do flip on over. Just as a reminder, I need to try to be a bit more on top of using Twitch ads. I feel incredibly bad about that. However, it is the only way to disable a particularly obnoxious pre-roll thing that Twitch does constantly. I hate it. I get no control over that or any of the Twitch ads. It is just very annoying. I don't like having to do it, but it is what it is. I don't want anybody to be exposed to pre-roll madness if they do not have to be. So I'm going to need to try to remember to be a bit more on top of that as we go. Sadly, the only way to avoid it through sanctioned means is subbing to the channel, which I completely understand if you do not, by the way. I know money is always an issue for a lot of people, and I completely understand if that is not a thing you are capable of doing. However, if you guys want a completely free way to support the channel, which would be incredibly appreciated, you guys can go to loots.com/Thionel and send in a sponsored video message that will actually show up on that side of the screen, up in that corner. There are links in the panels below. You can also type !Loots into the Twitch chat over there if you are so inclined. I personally enjoy that. I do try to respond to messages that come through that way as best I can. However, just as a general reminder, I do only have the single monitor, so it's a lot of alt-tabbing. I don't know what this hand motion was. It's one of those days, you guys. But yes, so that is a completely free way to support the channel in lieu of that. There were probably a few other things I should flail about, but right now, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, because I'm just very excited to get into Murkmire, because things are getting a bit pear-shaped, if we recall. We have bandits that are apparently getting in our way and kidnapped some of our friends. We've had some... What else have we had? We have had... we're discovering some things about an artifact that we've been trying to track down in Murkmire. And, I'm just very curious as to how all of this is going to turn out. I'm also incredibly curious about certain Argonian named Cassandra. Because, let's be real, Cassandra is not the sort of name that you expect an Argonian to have. I think her name's Cassandra. Anyway, it is... Yes, Cassandra. It's not the sort of name I personally expect an Argonian to have. When it comes to Argonian names, you sort of expect something that sounds, like Zukas, who is one of the Bright Throats we've been interacting with quite a bit. Or, there was, I believe, an NPC named Aoki in Morrowind. And then we have names like Sees All Colors, who is the guild leader of the Fighters Guild. Those are the sorts of names I expect Argonian NPCs to have. Cassandra just feels like this weird, oddball outlier, and I want to know more about her and what the heck the whole deal is. So, I'm just very curious about everything. So, let us get into a thing. And let us see what mysteries we will help uncover. Remember, she's an Imperial in disguise. Oh my god, could you imagine? I wonder if I talk to her, if I can ask her about her name. Hold on.
Welcome back. We have a great deal to discuss, but you should speak with Famia first. She is anxious to hear what you discovered.
Nope. I cannot ask her about her name. I really want to, because, what the heck is that? Cassandra is, again, not the sort of name you expect an Argonian to have. It definitely seems more like an Imperial name. Not like a Cyrodiilic translation or of her, gel name. What is this? I need more information than the game is giving me. Yes, let's talk to Famia. Famia. I keep butchering her name. I feel so bad about that.
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. Marvelous! What happened out there?
Well, the Blackguards kidnapped your friends. A Deadwater warrior named Jaxic Orn helped me free them.
So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the Blackguards learn about the Remnant?
Enough, I'm sure. We should probably assume they know everything you do.
Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the Remnant. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra.
Zukas and Jaxic Orn seem very reluctant to discuss the Remnant.
Oh, no surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help. Zukas knows my motives are pure, and this Deadwater warrior proved she's willing to collaborate when the situation requires it. We'll win them over. I'm sure of it.
From Russia, don't understand what you talk, but I can look on at you. Oh, that is all right. Feel free to hang around anyhow. If I ever say anything you don't particularly understand, please feel free to ask. I'm more than willing to attempt to simplify things. I tend to just sort of run away when I talk. It's terrible. Um,
So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Now, as to the Blackguards, we should assume that they learned a great deal from our friends and the Deadwater Warriors. Wouldn't you agree?
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Many, many hearts. Yes, they are going to great lengths to find the remnant, or at least information about it.
Unfortunate. I can tell you as an expert of Argonian archaeology, the idea of one of those ignorant thugs handling such a valuable antiquity makes me very uncomfortable. Did they mention why they seek this thing?
Only that someone was willing to pay a lot of gold for information about it.
I have some experience with wealth. Jangling gold in front of a pack of cutthroats is an act of crude desperation. This person is either a fool or a victim of some obsession. In either case, we cannot let this remnant fall into their hands.
Okay, so what's your plan to stop them?
We can discuss that in a moment. First, we owe you a significant sum. It's only right that we settle the books on that first. I hope this is sufficient. I assure you, there will be much more if you choose to join us. Once again, you have my thanks.
Okay, so before I complete this, I'm slightly baffled by something that Cassandra said before we got to this screen. Because she mentioned she's an expert on Argonian archaeology. We've established in previous conversations with NPCs in this game that Argonians not exactly big on archaeology. Like, they're more about living in the present moment. And they do honor, those who came before them, but they're not so big on archaeology in general. They're not so big on, exploring old tombs and things and digging things up. So Cassandra continues to be even more of a mystery to me than she was originally. What is her deal? This is going to bother me so much.
You've done a great deal for us already. I wonder if you're willing to do a bit more. While Famia has proven a steadfast companion, I believe our current predicament requires someone a bit more adroit when things take a turn for the perilous.
Understood. Do you really think we should pursue this remnant, though?
I do. One of your native companions warned you off of it, didn't they?
Maybe.
Believe me, I sympathize. But despite my lifestyle, I'm still an Argonian, one with ample means. Who would I be if I didn't use that wealth to help my people?
What is your deal? So you want to pay me to find the remnant?
Yes. You are clearly the best at what you do. I can think of no one more qualified to lead this endeavor. You and Zukas have grown close, correct? He knows a great deal about the remnant, I'm sure. Please, convince him we only want to help.
All right, I'll go find him and learn what I can about the remnant.
Thank you for your efforts thus far, and your achievements to come. I have business in Alton Mirthil. Perhaps we can reconvene there once you've made your inquiries with Zukas.
Oh my god, yes, I can finally ask her this question. Cassandra's an unusual name for an Argonian.
It is. I spent the greater part of my youth in Cyrodiil. Taking on Imperial dress, name, and customs made things easier. Of course, it makes things here in Murkmire more complicated. One of my life's many ironies.
Were you born in Cyrodiil?
No. I was hatched in Morrowind. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate. It was a very difficult time, one best forgotten. As my native eggkin say, best to let it pass.
If you were born a slave, how did you earn this fortune?
The antiquities market. No surprise there, I'm sure. I know I'm a bit starchy now. But in my youth, I was quite the explorer. I discovered several untouched Ayleid ruins and auctioned their treasures for a tidy sum.
So, you're a treasure hunter?
Hardly. The Ayleids treated my ancestors very poorly. I prefer to think of this as simple reparations. In any case, my business interests are purely philanthropic now. Like Famia, I only seek to preserve Argonian relics for future generations.
Is that the Kashin-Jat crystal behind you?
It is, in fact. You have a very keen eye. You should know that the crystal was a tremendous discovery. Vaka stones like this one are very difficult to come by.
What is a Vaka stone exactly?
Famia didn't tell you? Vaka stones are mysterious crystals, not unlike the Ayleid Welkin stones. Our ancestors used them to store the raw magicka that falls from the sun, thus their radiant yellow hue. Powerful relics, to be sure.
I may or may not be taking screenshots because lore. Lore is very interesting to me, as you guys know. Do you plan to use it for something?
If an opportunity presents itself, perhaps. I suspect that some ancient Argonian relics require Vaka stones to function. No doomsday devices, though, I promise.
Do you know what the Remnant of Argon is?
An item of tremendous historical significance and arcane power. Very little scholarship exists on the subject, but I do know a little. Argonian elders often referred to it as a sacred egg, or Zathithal. Eggs always contain something, right?
What do you think it contains?
Answers. About the Hist, their beginnings, their powers, their intentions. All I know for certain is that it does not contain simple coins or ancient bric-a-brac. The Remnant is a vessel for great power. We must be cautious and well prepared.
Hi, Eris. How are you doing tonight? And what do you plan to do with this Remnant of Argon if we find it?
Whatever is best for the people of Murkmire. I won't act without their consultation if that's what you're worried about. Again, I may be something of an outsider, but I am still an Argonian. This isn't some purely academic matter for me.
Are your ancestors from Murkmire originally?
I honestly couldn't say. Most of that history was beaten out of my exiles by the Dark Elves centuries before I was born. Slavers take great pains to destroy our racial identity, you see. Makes us easier to control, I suppose.
Has moving to Murkmire helped?
You mean, has the Hist spoken to me? I'd prefer not to talk about that right now. A conversation for another time.
Fair enough. I really would like to come back here on an Argonian alt just to see what the dialogues are like. One day. One day. Not now, obviously, but one day it is a thing I will do. And I will be very curious. Okay, where am I even going to meet up with Zukas anyway? Okay, Zukas is back over by the village. So over to the village I shall go. I don't know why I'm riding over here, but I could have just taken the Way Shrine, but, you know, I apparently must make things more difficult for myself. Such is me and how I operate and play games, I suppose. Must make things so difficult for me. Yumi might be able to get the house you want this month. Excellent. Which house is it that you, really want, Yumi? Is it in-game, or do you mean in real life?
There are so many new faces coming through Melmoth since Cyrodiila collections arrived. I hope we'll be
You always want to meet new people. What's wrong with us? I just hope they bring some new games to
Also, oh my god, I just saw that. Eris, why? Why? I mean, yes, I am a sweet bean, but not that sweet. Yumi, apparently, the Amaya Lake Lodge in Vardenfell. I actually don't think I've seen that one. At some point, I'm probably going to have to swing out that way just to check it out. I'm very curious now. Hey, Zucus. Can we talk, buddy?
The brightest, loudest throats croak your name, Biko. This makes it difficult to sleep, but under the circumstances, I think I can forgive you. That business with the egg tenders was no midday wallow. Now, we have something to discuss, I think.
Yeah, we do. I need to find the remnant of Argon.
Of course you do. This matter of the remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors, and war is brewing.
I love him. I wish we could keep him past this. Yumi almost has enough money for the house, and Kyle's clan is doing a run in Vardenfell World Boss run next week. So all you need to do is finish the story there and the public dungeons. I wish you luck, and if you decorate it very nicely, please take pictures and share them in the Discord, because I am very curious. Also, we're getting out of this conversation for just a second. And if there's anybody hanging out with us who would like to come hang out in our Discord, where I try to hang out between streams and, during and after streams and stuff like that, we post fun pictures in there and all sorts of things. Please feel free to click the link and come and join us. Alternatively, there are panels down below where you can find this thing. You're very friendly, I promise. Occasionally chaotic, but, such is the stream and our regulars, whom I adore. Many, many hearts. Alright, dialogue. We got this. I know words. Here we go.
The brightest, loudest throats. Of course you do. All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chime Maker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Poetic, right?
Your Hist speaks through the wind. Also, how exactly is this going to work? Because I'm not Argonian. I don't think I can hear it. Yumi doesn't bite unless Eris wants you to. Oh, dear lord. Dear lord. Where can I find this chime maker Shuvu?
Old Shuvu spends his time in the Glade of Chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place.
Alright.
If you go there now, I will join you.
Alright, let's go find chime maker Shuvu in the Glade of Chimes, wherever that is.
You will like Chime Maker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant, like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade.
Do you know much about the Remnant personally?
The Remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt. Like rain on the shoulders, or a brief whiff of cinnamon grass. Difficult to explain to outsiders, I think.
Try me.
Ha, this is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe. One that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the Remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not know why.
Maybe the tribe knows something. Do you have any idea where they went?
My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the Remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it.
Okay, that is a fair point. Tell me about the Glade of Chimes?
Is the name not clear? It is a glade. It is full of chimes.
But what does that have to do with your Hist?
Some people think that the Hist speaks to us, just as I speak to you, using words, you see. We call this kahupwo, the mouth talk. Very rare, Biko. Most Hist speak without words. In Brightthroat Village, the Hist speaks through chime music.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, looks like we go up this way. To find the Glade of Chimes. This'll be interesting. I think we've probably interacted with a history all of once. can't quite remember if we interacted with it back during the Pact storyline or not. They were not kidding about the chimes. Jeez. A lot of them.
Is that... little Zucus. Come to visit your old friend in the Glade of Chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the Kepo grass. And you, Xavier, what can this stiff-legged crafter do for you?
I need to ask your Hist about the Remnant of Argon.
Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zucus friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching, another jangles about death and journey's ends.
So, I need a specific chime? One that speaks about the Remnant?
The Ogel is clever, Zucas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the Remnant, only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg-mother's egg-mother. A chime as old as our tribe.
Well, where can I find it?
Locked away, hidden under mud in lost memories. Understand, our egg-sires did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zucus trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. We will learn its truth together.
Alright, I'll recover the chime from the Wither Vault, I guess.
The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zucus can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned. Even bright throats who know the mire like their own scales face danger there.
There's the one in Ebonheart, the one that Dunmer tried to... Oh my god, that's right! I forgot about the one who tried to lick the Hist. Don't actually lick a history, kids. It's just... No. I completely forgot about him. Or I forgot about that tree. Of all the weird things the writers could have thrown in there. To be fair, he was a skooma addict. Yeah, skooma does make you do some pretty weird things. And now it's time for the public service announcement that always happens whenever skooma comes up. Don't do skooma, kids. Just don't. It's not worth it. Don't do it. End PSA. So, you've known Zucus for a long time?
Since before he hatched, I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree and stare up at the branches, listening. Always listening. I thought he might take my place one day.
Why didn't he?
You should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zucus. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean, like an underfed guar. Eventually, he had no time to listen anymore.
Does that bother you?
All is as the Hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade. Until then, he does the tribe's work. There is no shame in that. None at all.
The Wither Vault? Cizo. I would not go there if there was any other way, Biko. I tumbled into it once as a hatchling. I vowed I would never go back. It is a bad place full of bad things. The perfect place for a sacred chime, right? Ha!
Wither Vault. Okay, where even is that? Where am I going? Up that way. Okay, let's do a thing, I guess.
The path to the remnant bends like an oxbow. Let's find this chime.
This is going to be chaos, I'm sure. Let's see if we can't find this vault.
Leaving the glade always puts rocks in my sandals. Sad, you know. One day the two of us should share some phlegm wine there and just listen.
I like Zukas. I like him a lot. He is definitely a favorite NPC of mine from this DLC. Okay, I don't know if I'm going the right way. I am probably not. It's fine.
The
Whoever-
swamp grows thick here. A far cry from Lilmoth's mud puddles, I think.
There is a quest up here, so let us grab it.
Verona! Drula! Where are you two? Hey, I know you. You borrowed a blessing stone from my construction site in Vivek City.
Oh, hey!
Stop the moonlit from falling out of the sky. Now I feel kind of embarrassed. My current problem isn't anywhere near as important as saving a living god.
I have not seen her for like a year at least. Jeez, what seems to be the problem?
Verona and her beloved pet Drula went for a walk in the swamp hours ago, and they still haven't returned. My wife can take care of herself, but she's as unfamiliar with this terrain as I am. I fear the worst may have happened.
Do you know if Verona had a destination in mind when she left?
Verona saw some ancient Argonian stonework out in the swamp. She loves to study the techniques of long-dead masons. Use this whistle, and Drula should come running. If you pet him and tell him he's a good boy, he'll lead you directly to Verona.
I'll try to find them.
Drula loves that whistle. He comes running whenever we blow it. I'm sure Verona just got caught up examining an interesting piece of carved stone, but I appreciate you going to check on her. I'll just wait here in case they return.
Tell me more about your pet, Drooler?
Drula's our Bantam Gua. Cute little slobberer was a marriage gift, and he's been with us ever since. He's more attached to Verona than to me, truth be told, and she's trained him well. Just blow the whistle and he'll come running.
What are you and Verona doing in Murkmire?
Verona constantly complains that we never take a vacation, so when the opportunity presented itself, I set up this trip to visit Murkmire. She was suddenly surprised, but I get the feeling she was hoping for somewhere with a bit less mud.
Indeed, Yumi, it is very gay. Why does Verona have an interest in ancient stonework?
We met on one of my construction sites. I was just an assistant overseer on that project, and Verona was one of our stonemasons. She's really good at her craft. Whenever she gets the chance, she loves to learn new techniques for working stone.
Hi, Hantu. How are you doing? How are things back in Vivek City?
Same as always, thanks to you. Bar Dao hangs peacefully above the city. Lord Vivek writes and sings in his palace, and our new archcanon has adapted well to his responsibilities. In fact, things are so quiet that we decided to take this trip.
Alright, let's see if we can't find... her wife.
Oh, Leviathan Pizzle grows across this glade. A very powerful herb, Biko. Remind me to pick some later.
I think we come up this way. We're just gonna avoid the lightning stone. Oh my god, it is a tiny Bantam Guar, look at it. Drooler appears agitated and eager to tell you something. I will pet Drooler and tell him he is a good boy. Where are we going, tiny Bantam Guar? Where do we go? Oh god.
I cannot imagine the Brightthroats ever holding territory here. Very little wind, hollow seeds, and poor fishing. Take away our wind, seeds, and fish, and we grow very sour.
Oh, thank you for politely waiting for me, Drooler. We're coming.
The Doom Mother was playing with the Doomling until Boyd heard the Anti-Bath's voice. Then he turned to face the screen
There
and
it
ignore
is,
his
just up
mama.
ahead. This place dries my scales.
Oh dear. Sorry, Java. I did not mean to make the Doomling ignore you. I did not realize I was so, recognizable by the Doomling. Apparently the Scuttle Blooms are collectible because I picked one up as a housing item the other day. Huh! That's pretty neat.
Hey, you're the champion of Vivek. I remember you. Did Drooler find you and bring you out here? Oh, he's such a good boy.
Your wife sent me to find you? She was worried when you were gone so long.
Shiralas sent you. She worries too much. But that's why I love her. We did get a little turned around, and then that creature started sniffing around. Now that you're here, I think we can make a break for it. Drooler can lead me back to Shiralas. Come on, Drooler. Let's go find Shiralas.
Alright, you guys go do that. I'm gonna murder a river troll. Oh, nope. Oh my god, the mud crab was my friend. The mud crab was a friend. That just makes me way too happy. What the heck is that? Argonian behemoth. No thank you. We are not going...
Thing comes from stone. Let's make this quick.
You're not going anywhere near that. Antu has decided to pit my 7th graders against one another in the hopes of motivating them to exercise some level of effort or intellectual curiosity. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Here we will find more than the chime inside this vault. Be careful.
If you let the crab hit you when it's thrown at you, they become friendly. I didn't know that. Oh god, into the Wither Vault we go.
The Nahish elders never speak of this place. Not even to me. Stay watchful,
The mud
Biko.
crab was your friend. Of course it's dead now.
I hear
Sacrifices
something.
were necessary.
The chimes. They sing without wind. Just ahead. Kaok, I hate this.
Oh! Oh, that sure is a thing. Okay, apparently we are murdering it. Because that is a bear lizard. Yay, we murder a bear lizard. Oh, this thing just screams of being a trap. Why did I walk on it? Okay, somehow I could take this giant freaking set of wind chimes, which, can we just look at this? This is a freaking huge set of wind chimes. I could somehow just take it and stick it in my invisible bag. How does that work? Logically, it should not. And yet, it does. I don't really know how. Also,
Good work, Biko. Let us get back to Brightthroat Village.
Onto, I did not murder the mud crab. The mud crab dug itself deep into the sand when I was done. It is a friend I did not have to sacrifice. Oh geez, I broke a plant. I did not mean to break a plant, but I broke it nonetheless. Okay, how the heck do I get back to village from here? I don't really know, but generally we'll figure it out. I am a smart and independent adventurer. Actually, while I'm thinking about it and trying to decipher maps, let us run a quick ad so this way we can disable the painful pre-roll. Because let's be real, the pre-roll is a terrible thing, and no one likes it. I honestly do not know why Twitch insists it needs to be a thing. That is a voroplasm. We are just gonna avoid the voroplasm. Want nothing to do with that. You're just not going to interact with the voroplasm at all. In fact, F the voroplasm. It admittedly would have been kind of cool to have it as a pet, but I definitely did not collect enough things I would have needed to create it as a pet during the Murkmire celebration. So, no voroplasm pet for me. As of right now, anyway.
Nesting in the wither vault, soiling the chime. My rage quill is engorged.
Be calm, old Shuvu. No one wants to see that.
He is right. Nobody wants to see that. Okay.
The wind welcomes you, Zuka's friend. You have the remnant chime? Please, settle an old lizard's spines. The beast Zukas mentioned, it did not gnaw or shed water on it, right?
No, it seems fine. So what happens now?
Hist be praised. Take the chime to the listening tree and hang it there. When you are ready, clutch this prayer stone and focus. If your cause is just, the Hist will answer. If not, I guess we have to find a better place to bury this chime.
I'll hang the chime, I guess. Because this is clearly the best thing for a non-Argonian to do.
Perfect. Now center yourself in the glade and focus the remnant's mystery on the prayer stone.
Whoops. And this is how I just fall off of everything.
It takes much patience to keep a Vosasatel in tune, especially if the frogs are in mating season.
Okay. Let's do a thing.
We seek your guidance and ask the blessing of your song. Sap Mother, Bow Father, please hear our petition and speak the remnant's truth. I hear nothing. A tangle of whispers, nothing more.
That can't be. Wait, I hear it, Shuvu. I hear it. The Hist sings the remnant's truth.
Truly? Ha! Ah, little Zukas, I knew you had a chime maker's heart. Come, tell us what you hear.
Zukas, what did you hear?
I am confused. Shuvu is the wisest listener in the tribe. How could he hear nothing when I heard it so clearly? He is very old. Maybe he just needs his ear cavity flushed.
I doubt it. What did the chime say about the remnant of Argon?
Smoke of stars to see what once was seen, sunless sap to hear what once was heard. A bramble of words. I appreciate the Hist's poetry, but this is not an ideal time for it, I think.
How will this help us find the remnant of Argon?
I do not know. Hopefully Shuvu can teach me how to decipher the words. It will take time, but I will find you if I learn more. Perhaps friend Famia could help also? Or Cassandra. They both know the Marsh's stone secrets. They could prove useful.
Well, Cassandra asked me to meet her in Alton Mirhlil. I'll see if she can help. Where even is that? Where am I even going? Oh, down there. Okay. Had to take a second to orient myself. I was assuming it was somewhere up there, but apparently it is not.
Yeah.
So let us go see if we can't find Cassandra. And ask her for her help. This was not the way down. Okay. Here, no, this way. Oh my god, why do I fail so much at just trying to find a set of stairs? Like, what the heck? I love my very fast murder deer. However, it proves to be an issue in trying to navigate. It is terrible. Alright, onwards to find Cassandra. If I remember correctly, though, there's an NPC along... Oh, no, there isn't an NPC along this route. Okay. I thought there was. I am mistaken. Alright, here we go. Cassandra should be here.
Hello. Cassandra said you'd be here. There's news.
Hey, Famia, what's up?
Well, you certainly have a spring in your step. Your work with the Bright Throats went well, I take it. Splendid.
We've made some progress. Yeah, where's Cassandra?
Following another lead on the Remnant. Or, potential lead. Someone she worked with before she started funding Cyrodiilic collections. I don't know much more. She asked me to tell you to join them when I saw you, so I suppose you should do that.
Join them where exactly?
West of here, near that spooky prison. Honestly, I missed most of it. Too preoccupied by her bodyguard. Something about how he looks at me. Gives me the shivers, you know? But we have better things to discuss. What did you learn with Zookas?
A riddle? Smoke of stars to see what once was seen, sunless sap to hear what once was heard.
Ritual Argonian poetry. The words are common, but the meter is all wrong. There's more to it. Missing verses, perhaps? Truthfully, Cassandra is the authority on that sort of thing. You should set out. I'll try to dig up a few relevant texts.
I'll go meet up with Cassandra.
Smoke and sunless sap. Strange that the Bright Throats Hist would speak in such dour terms. Maybe it describes some dark age. The Alessian incursion of the First Era? Or perhaps a dark age yet to come. Egads, let's hope it's not that.
So why did Cassandra hire that bodyguard? Whiptail, right?
Ugh, I wish I knew. He's just the worst, right? She hired him maybe 6 months ago. I don't think Cassandra's ever received a credible threat to her life, but he's always there, leering at us. Maybe she'll sack him now that you're here.
So what brought you out here to Alton Mirhlil?
Cassandra summoned me. Honestly, it's nice to get out of the office from time to time. Thought I might take in a Tiba Inu match while I'm here. I guess it'll have to wait. I need to get back to Lilmoth to research this poem of yours.
How are the explorers we rescued anyway?
Oh, they're mostly fine, if a little shaken up. A few of them have sworn off exploring for good. Hard to blame them, I guess. Luckily, Zadaza chose to stay on. She would never let her career end with an abduction. Far too proud for that.
Sounds about right for Khajiit anyway. Okay, where are we even going? Up that way. Okay. Upwards. Upwards and onwards. The more time I spend in here, the more appreciation I have for Argonians just in general.
Snake, that's my coin purse and you know it.
Your coin purse? It is I who found it, and so it is now my coin purse.
This bag of scales picks my coin purse off the ground, and suddenly it's his? I've never heard of such a ridiculous thing. Bah, just my luck I run afoul of a root house lizard.
A root house lizard?
The whole tribe is filled with nothing but thieves. I can't believe they even get away with it. The other villages should have put a stop to them long ago. And now here I am, an innocent traveler getting robbed blind.
So he refuses to give you back your coin purse.
Exactly. Do you know how many relics I had to sell to earn that gold? How many Zonmirs I had to scour? How many traps I had to dodge? By all rights, that coin purse is mine. I refuse to be intimidated like this.
So you stole Argonian relics to earn that gold?
Yes, and? I assure you, the Argonians don't care about those relics in the least. Gold, on the other hand, they seem to have all the interest in the world. So much so that they would steal it from the hands of innocent folks.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna win this fight. Better to give up.
You're right. I'll never get this lizard to agree to common morals. I just have to find some guards. That's what I'll do. I'll go to the nearest town and find someone who will help me bring him to justice.
I can almost guarantee you they will not care, but sure, go ahead.
Fine. You may have run this round, you thieving snake, but you'll get what's coming to you.
If the Hist wills it so, Flat-Toothed, but I should not hold my breath over such a thing. My thanks for calming the waters.
Don't really know what that was about, but I do like that, you know, as you're just running around through here, you just happen upon little things like that. I don't know, to me, it just helps the whole world seem a lot more alive, I guess. I don't know if that's quite the word I want, but feel of it is about right. Nope! Nope! Nope. We're just, no, I refuse to deal with bog blights right now. They can just stay there. I'm just gonna speed past them because F that.
Clean.
Nothing is ever that simple. Good, you're here.
Hey, Cassandra, what happened? All those zones actually have random little events like that. In Tamriel proper, I've run into some areas where it's been people arguing over campfires, just random NPCs getting attacked by bandits, just little things like that. I don't know why I like it so much, but seeing it makes me very happy. Also, what the heck did I show up to? Apparently, a murdered body. This does not look good.
If you've got something to say it to Cassandra.
Okay, you are grumpy, sir. Okay, first we are just taking these runestones, because I need the runestones for, enchanting. But, hi, Cassandra.
You found us. Good. As you can see, we've met with some difficulty. I apologize for the unsightliness. Were your inquiries in Brightthroat Village fruitful?
Well, we we learned a riddle about the remnant of Argon, but what happened here?
Murder, apparently. The victim was Hitsasi, a former associate. Not so pleasant or learned as Famia, but still useful in his own way. He traveled in less reputable circles. I had hoped he could shed some light on the blackguard's plans.
How'd he die?
That is what we are trying to determine. Whatever happened, it was neither clean nor brief. What a waste. If the blackguards came after him, Hitsasi must have known something about the Remnant after all. Look around and see what you can find.
Alright, I'll look for anything related to the remnant. Got some bloody rags here.
His throat was cut. Simple bandages weren't enough to staunch the bleeding, it seems.
We're of course rummaging through this sack, because we can. Journal pages. Interesting. Alright, let's start with page 1, because that makes the most sense. More money getting thrown around looking for the R, I'm assuming that's the remnant. Better chance of finding Sanguine's arse in a temple of Mara. Wow. He's getting pushy again. I stand my ground, but I've heard things about him. Dark things. Wish I could sort things out with Cassandra. Here's page 2. More poking around. Scars to prove it. Locals don't know, in quotes, about R. I'm assuming that's the remnant, but I don't know for sure. Not information they pass down. It's all hist knowledge, instinct. Nothing concrete. Makes my job harder. I hate working hard. Blackguards have the right idea. Take things from tribes, things they use to talk to their hist. Try to find the R that way. But they're crazy to try it on the Deadwater. Those Nagas won't stand for them stealing relics and such. Their funeral, I guess. He's coming by again today. Says he needs to make introductions. Journal page. Belishelus? Wow, I'm butchering that. 5 gold. Karga Flavonius, 7. He up 3 gold, 2 fishing nets. Why? That orc with the hair lip. Name? 18 gold.
What have you found? Show them to me, if you would. Pages torn from Hitsatsi's journal. I do not mean to speak ill of the dead, but I must admit some surprise. He never struck me as someone committed enough to keep a journal. If he knew about the remnant, this could prove invaluable.
One of them talks about blackguards searching for relics Argonians use to communicate with the Hist.
So, the blackguards have learned what we already know. The truth of the remnant cannot be torn from my eggkin because they do not know it. Only their tribal relics can provide the answers. How did you learn the Brightthroat's riddle?
We rang a special chime to commune with the Hist.
You see, the voice of the Hist needs a conduit, some physical means of communication. The blackguards failed to acquire the Brightthroat's chime, but they clearly mean to steal some relic from the Deadwater tribe. Bold. Or spectacularly stupid.
So, you want me to talk to the Deadwater tribe, find out what the relic could be?
Precisely. You know one of the tribe's calls, don't you? Jaxic Orn, if I recall correctly. Find her, and plead our case. If the Deadwater tribe has some way of learning more about the Remnant, we need to find it before the blackguards do.
Alright, I'll travel to Deadwater Village and find Jaxic Orn.
Safe travels. When you've concluded your business with the Deadwater tribe, meet me back at Cyrodiilic Collection's headquarters in Lilmuth. We're getting close. I can almost feel it.
You seem pretty excited about this relic business.
Please, don't mistake my stoic demeanor for a lack of enthusiasm. All of this is tremendously exciting. But, in answer to your inquiry, yes, the primacy of these relics is a thrilling discovery. It supports a theory of mine about the Hist.
What's your theory?
Well, I wrote a treatise on the subject some years ago, a brisk 400 pages. But I suppose I can give you a summary. Argonians share a special relationship with their Hist. They hear its will, taste its decrees.
A brisk 400-page treatise. Wow. 400 pages is brisk, apparently, you guys. They... Don't you mean we? You're an Argonian, too.
Yes, well, that's just it. I can't hear the Hist.
What do you mean?
When I place my hands on the Hist's bark or rest in the shadow of its boughs, I hear nothing. No whispers, no faint smells or soothing tones. Just silence. Deafening silence.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I admit the silence troubles me, but do you see? My eggkin sometimes need intermediaries, too. With these antiquities, the chimes, the dead water relic, and eventually the remnant itself, perhaps I'll finally hear something.
That is kind of sad, in a way. Like, she just wants to connect with something that should be part of her heritage and everything, and she's here and she can't even do that. I feel kind of bad for her. But maybe if we find these things, we can help her. I mean, I don't know if we will for sure or not, but I hope we can. 'Cause I can kind of understand that, you know, just wanting to connect to something like that. I am glad I don't have to be overly suspicious of her, though. Huh. Apparently, I never came up this way during the event. That's odd.
Pox on dishonor. Kishi's life matters more than stupid traditions.
Kishi chose to save us. Outsiders will only make things worse.
Come, Dapasa. Beal has made her decision.
I spit that tradition and the cowardice it breeds. The Deadwater tribe is proud, set in its ways. But those ways will be the end of us. Even a stupid outsider can see such things. I mean no offense.
Is there something you need help with?
We almost died during our trial of ascension. We would have too, except Kishi interfered and saved us. Now, by the laws of the Nagakor, the Deadwater tribe, Kishi has been sentenced to death. He should not have helped us, but I'm glad he did.
They'll really kill your friend for saving your life?
The elders stand by our traditions, even as the tribe sinks into quicksand. They refuse to reach out for any aid that isn't prescribed by the Tree Minder or the Kadilith. Perhaps you could help Kishi. As an outsider, you aren't bound by our laws.
I can try to help them.
Find Kishi's father, Boki. Tell him you want to help. He will know how to best utilize an outsider in this matter. Be mindful of Mewa Jez, though. She seized Kishi because he interfered. Oh, my spines quiver just imagining her reaction to an outsider.
Okay, but if Kishi saved your lives, why punish him for that?
The path of the lily is sacred to our people. Hatchlings ascend to the rank of warrior by walking the path, ready to defend the tribe and survive the terrors of the swamp. Failure means death and a return to the Hist. Kishi interrupted that fate.
Your tribe prefers death to receiving a second chance?
I attempt to speak plainly. As Mewajez teaches, the swamp doesn't provide second chances, so why should we? If warriors can't succeed on their own, they endanger us all. Still, I am grateful I am alive to explain this. Kishi made that possible.
I don't think I like these guys so much. Who's Mewa Jez?
Mewajez is our tribe's Kadilith, our war teacher. She trains our novices to walk the path of the lily. Since she took over the responsibility, the Deadwater warriors have become stronger and more powerful. At least the ones that survive.
The ones that survive?
The path of the lily claims more lives than ever before. Kishi and his egg siblings were the last novices to complete the trial without injury, let alone death. More often now, entire clutches of novices fall to the dangers encountered on the path.
Has the trial changed in some way to account for all of those deaths?
Everything changes. The path, the Kadilith, training changes too, and expectations. Now novices die more quickly than new eggs can be hatched. Soon, the Deadwater tribe will simply be the Dead Tribe. I think that's why Kishi dislikes Mewajez.
I'm with him on this one. The worst part of teaching is grading, I can only imagine onto. Is that why Kishi intervened to save you?
I speculate now. Perhaps Kishi didn't want to see more novices perish due to lack of training. Or maybe his dislike of Mewajez got the better of him. Or it could have been temporary insanity. Regardless, he saved us, and I am grateful for that.
Where can I find Boki?
Boki's home stands just within the village walls, on the western side of the Hist. Please, hurry, for Mewajez took Kishi away before the night had turned to day. If Kishi hasn't been consumed by a swamp beast yet, it won't be long now.
You enter the land of the Deadwater tribe, Ojel. The elders will not welcome you. Best if you not get involved.
Yeah, well, F that. This character would not have gotten particularly far if she had not interfered where she should not have, let's be real. Interfering where she should not have interfered is how literally everything works.
So much to do, so little.
Do you smell something unpleasant, Casca?
Wamasu poo smells better, and I speak true. Will it leave our village soon?
Rude. Hi.
I recoil in mock disgust. Ojel filth has no place in Deadwater. Go take a swim in a pool of quicksand, why don't you?
Don't go to the land of the dead. You have too many enemies there and even more friends.
It's true. Sadly. What's an Ojel and why are you being so hostile?
You are an Ojel, not of the tribe, an outsider, and your presence angers me. Outsiders wear strange garb and behave like swamp-crazed crocodiles. You are an abomination before the Hist.
Okay, unless you want to become a fine pair of boots, I'd be a little more friendly if I were you.
You raise the spine of warning like a raw hatchling. But that's better than most outsiders. I still don't like you, though.
Rude. Okay, Jasper. I know, right? I'm so glad that wasn't just me. Like, what the heck? Okay. Hi. There's a bookshelf. I must read all of the books. I technically don't need to, but, you know, we're doing it anyway. Letter to Boki. Oh, dear. Exire. I seek no forgiveness for my foolishness, despite your many warnings. By the time you read this, I've already gone to the path of the lily. I either saved the novices from Mewajez's stubbornness, or I have not. Either way, I assume I have been taken captive and scheduled for punishment. All because I do not want our tribe to keep killing its young because we utilize the training regiment of an idiot. Wow. I have gone against your wishes in another matter. You told me to destroy your old training manual, the one you used when you were our Kadilith. I urge you to go to the place I hid it, retrieve it, and convince the Rajkal, our war chief, to once again take up a sane and successful training regiment before all of our novices are killed. Let this verse remind you of our favorite hiding place. Stand before the blue flame at the top of the stair, then turn to gaze upon our hist so fair. Walk straight into its beguiling trance and find what you seek beneath its protective branch, Kishi. Well, then. I finished Season 4 of the Magnus Archives today. Now I get to paw mournfully at the internet meowing for more until Monday or April. Amusingly, the Doom Mother is going through the series herself now, so I can re-listen to old episodes with my knowledge of the future. I still have not listened to that. I know I need to, because I swear that, like, everybody I know talks about it and loves it, but I've not actually listened to it yet. Okay, blue flame at the top of the stair. That is this. Gaze upon our hist so fair. That is, I'm assuming, the hist. What is... use. Walk straight into its beguiling trance and find what you seek beneath its protective branch. This way. That is a plant.
Find a different patch of shade, Ogel.
Hi.
I state the obvious. You are Ogel, not of our tribe. Coming here makes you either very brave or very foolish, but it has nothing to do with me. I display my fangs in warning. Now leave me to my thoughts.
A young Argonian sent me to find you. She said your son Kishi was in trouble.
Kishi is always in trouble, but never has the mud risen so high. He disobeyed tradition, tribal laws, and my direct orders when he decided to interfere in the rites of ascension. Now the Rajkal has sentenced spawn of my eggs to death.
Well, there has to be something we can do.
I grind my fangs in frustration. I tried to talk to the Rajkal, the war chief, but he doesn't want to hear the truth. The Deadwater only care about strength and death, and they plan to follow that path to the bitter end.
Kishi's letter mentions an old training manual.
This book should have been destroyed ages ago. Kishi hid it here. He wants me to remember who I was, but I am no longer the Kadilith. The tribe has sentenced Kishi to death. I will stand at my son's side and die with him.
Okay, let me try to help Kishi instead. Your tribe's laws technically don't apply to me.
You would risk life and limb for a stranger. Kishi believes that outsiders aren't intrinsically bad. So, I accept his opinion and thank you for your help. Kishi was taken to the ruins at the north end of the village. Save him and send him away.
The northern section of the village is in ruins?
I exposed the spine of regret. Once the Deadwater tribe was as numerous as the fish in the streams. Now we send our dwindling number of hatchlings to die upon the path of the lily. It curls my scales. The ruins remind us of more prosperous seasons.
Why did they take Kishi there?
The ruins serve as a perfect killing field, which is what will happen to Kishi if you continue to stand here and ask me questions. If you really want to help, save my egg son and then tell him to leave the village and never return.
You want me to save Kishi and then send him away?
There is no place in the village for someone sentenced to die. Kishi must flee and go far away, or our warriors will be forced to kill him. As for me, I need to consider his words and decide what to do with my old training manual.
What's the significance of the old training manual?
I served as the tribe's war teacher before I was replaced. That old book contains my training methods, techniques that worked well until they didn't. When Mewa Jez changed everything, novices started to die. But tell me, why do you care?
I want to help. No one should be sentenced to death for saving lives.
The Ogel sees the truth, even through the fog of our traditions. The laws of the Deadwater refuse to bend. But in a powerful wind, the tall, straight tree either weathers the storm or breaks apart. Perhaps with your help, the tribe can learn to bend.
Here's hoping. It's worth it if you download a bunch of episodes to listen to while doing things. The series flies. Each episode is only about 15 to 20 minutes long, so it's not the heavy commitment of something like Critical Role. I love Critical Role, but it is a very hefty commitment, considering each episode is like 4 hours. Especially if you're like me and skip the opening and closing music and ads on the later stations. Also, the lead writer has stated principle that no pet will ever die during the episode. I approve of that, but also, why would you skip the opening and end themes? That, like, to me, that makes no sense. But I'm also the sort of weirdo who enjoys opening and ending themes, so... Good ones tend to be real earworms and get stuck in my head. Alright, so I need to come over this way. And turn up here. Pray I'm heading in...
Beast creature, may you break your teeth upon my scales.
Whoa. No. Hey. Hey, no. No. You do not get to do that. Oh, jeez. Rude. Rude. You bad turtle. Bad turtle indeed. No, bad.
Ogel, help me get loose from these bonds.
You okay, dude?
I proclaim my gratitude. Let's go over there so we can talk.
It also scratches a little bit of that itch I haven't been able to reach since Secret World Legends dramatically slowed down. Okay, then I definitely have to check it out, because that is definitely my thing.
The season turns strange. First, I break the laws of the tribe to save lives. Now an outsider appears out of nowhere to rescue me from certain death. You have my thanks and my respect. Unless you seek a reward, then I respect you less.
I like him. Boki sent me to help you. He wants you to flee and never return to the tribe.
My egg-sire? How unexpected. When last we talked, he urged me not to oppose the Kadilith, but I refuse to let the dead water become nothing but a memory. Unlike Boki, I have drunk from the river of courage and refuse to turn away from my tribe.
Why are you so intent on opposing the Kadilith?
Mewa Jez, the war teacher, instructs our novices, trains them to walk the path of the lily. Her methods, instead of making us strong, they lead to nothing but death. I speak true. My clutch was the last to make it through the rite unscathed.
Okay, but what does all of this have to do with Boki and the rite of passage?
Boki was our war teacher until one mistake led to his disgrace. Now Mewa Jez trains the novices. In 6 seasons, she has lost every clutch that walked the path, blaming them for being too weak. If this continues, the tribe cannot survive. Tell Boki that you saved me. Tell him that I will find a way to save our tribe.
Okay. Things are happening, you guys. I don't know how I expected this to go. This was not the way I think I expected it to go, though. I am not complaining. I am very intrigued. The Bright Thirds are more like what I'd expect typical Argonians to be like, I guess. But the Deadwater is just, like, completely weird to me. Which is a good thing. In a race like the Argonians, you kind of don't want them all to be uniform. But...
Are you the one I should thank for saving my home from Balreth?
Wow, okay. Suddenly, my keybinds are not working. Am I under attack or something? Like, what is happening? This does not bode well. Okay. Yeah, things are being very weird. I do not understand. I'm really hoping I'm not going to have to reload. Okay, that's working. Okay, I don't know what that was about. That was weird.
Say your words, Mewajez, and then leave me to my grief.
Kishi rejected our laws because of your obsolete ideas, Boki. Let this end with your egg son's death. Grieve as you will, but do not think to oppose me, old one. That is a battle you cannot win.
I don't like her.
The outsider returns, just in time to see the disgrace that clings to me like the mist that rises from the swamp. But what of my egg son? Does Kishi still live?
I rescued him, and he says he plans to find a way to save your tribe.
I thank the Hist that Kishi lives. But he risks everything to swim against the currents of our traditions. I must find the same courage as my egg son and do what is right. Otherwise, the tribe will slowly fade away.
What do you mean?
The Nagakur, who you call the Deadwater. We are warriors. Death is a part of who we are. In the past, our hatchlings grew to be novices who walked the path and became warriors. Death was present, but it never claimed all our young. Until now.
Well, what changed to cause all of that?
One war teacher was replaced by another. Techniques were altered. Different virtues were emphasized. Under Mewajez's tutelage, novices fail the test over and over. She pushes them in one direction and blames them as the tribe slowly dies out.
So what can I do to help?
Find Kishi. He plans to show our war chief that there is a better way to train the novices. In the back room, take the Firestones. Use them to find my egg son's hidden camp in the swamp. Then help him carry out his plan.
How do I use the Firestones to find Kishi?
I patiently attempt to explain. Go into the swamp and look for the tamed vine tongues. These plants appear different from the more hostile varieties. Toss Firestones at the plants, and they will lead you to Kishi's hidden camp.
Okay. If novices keep dying, why is Mewajez permitted to remain the war teacher?
Mewajez insists that her training is not at fault. The novices are too weak, and that is why they fail. The war teacher proclaims that every challenge can be overcome by strength and strength alone. Hit harder, kill faster, never pause to think.
Why is that bad?
Because strength is only one weapon in the warrior's arsenal. To ignore the others is to court doom, as our novices find out again and again. If not for Kishi's interference, the latest group would have died as well, and for this, he is dishonored.
So, no one else in the village realizes that Mewa Jez is the real problem?
The Deadwater tribe learns to fight. We have very little experience questioning orders or ignoring tradition. That is Kishi's greatest strength, and most apparent weakness. He questions everything. Help my egg son, and you will help our tribe.
Why isn't your war chief concerned about the deaths of the novices? I would be.
Rajkal Silan accepts death as a constant companion. It is almost a member of our tribe. The war chief sees the Hajj Mota flying toward the waterfall, but considers its fate to be part of the natural order.
So your war chief is just going to let your tribe die out?
The war chief believes that Mewa Jez's methods will produce stronger, more powerful warriors. Eventually. In the meantime, he cannot resist the pull of tradition any more than the Hajj Mota or the rest of the tribe. That is why Kishi must succeed.
Okay. I'm not sure how exactly this is all going to work, but...
Come out and tell me where Kishi is.
I sigh at the inevitable. Find Kishi while I send Mewa Jez on a wild guar chase.
The war chief sentenced Kishi to death, Boki. Your egg son doesn't even have the good sense to die with honor.
I bare my fangs at this insult.
Rage all you want. When Kishi comes for you, we'll slap him in chains.
Well, this isn't good. Okay. See if we can't find Kishi. There's a quest up here, but that is also thing. That is also a delve. I don't really want to deal with that right now, so I'm not going to. Hey!
Impressive. You navigate the swamp like a true warrior of the Deadwater. Didn't I say so, Kishi? There's something special about this outsider. Boki's firestones. I suppose he told you how to find my camp. I stare in wonder. Though I appreciate the aid you provided, I must ask why the outsider is here.
Mewa Jez has taken Boki prisoner. She plans to use him to lure you back to the village.
Mewa Jez is a pox upon our tribe. I need to find a way to convince the war chief that Boki's training techniques are not only sound, but represent the best way to save the Deadwater. To accomplish this, I'll need your help, if you're willing.
What do you need me to do?
Help me show the war chief that the old ways truly are the best. Specifically, the methods Boki once used to train our novices. I'm proof that Boki's techniques of using wits and strategy are more effective than simply relying on brute strength.
Yeah, Boki said you had a plan.
And a daring plan it is. I will mentor you, use Boki's techniques to guide you through the path of the lily. When an outsider succeeds where dead water novices failed, it will prove that Mewajez is wrong. Can I count on you, outsider?
I'll help you prove Boki's techniques. Let's do it.
We must return to my village and go to the war chief's pavilion. Only Rajkal Silan can grant an outsider permission to walk the path of the lily. Just choose your words carefully. The war chief's ego bruises easily, and he's quick to anger.
Will the war chief really permit an outsider to walk the path of the lily, though?
Rajkal Silan is as wise as he is cautious. He sees the problem even if tradition and decorum tie his hands and keep him from acting. If we can provide him with a clear and viable option, I believe he will jump at the chance to grab it.
That doesn't change the fact I'm not a member of your tribe.
No, it doesn't. He may even order his warriors to strike us down for simply suggesting the idea. But the war chief respects Boki. I have to believe he will give us a chance. For Boki's sake, if not for the welfare of the tribe.
Alright. I don't understand why Mewajez replaced Boki as the war teacher.
My exile resigned his position after the unfortunate events surrounding the rite of passage some 7 seasons ago. One of Boki's students, a young Naga named Chukala, considered himself to be better than the others, better than his training.
What did Chukala do?
Chukala ignored Boki's lessons and charged onto the path of the lily like a Wamasu in the hatchery. He boasted that warriors needed only their strength to win the day, not clever tricks and careful observation. Unfortunately, he succeeded.
And that embarrassed Boki?
No, but Chukala challenged Boki, said he was weak and unfit to teach warriors. They fought, and the commotion attracted the predators that prowl the path. Chukala and the novices were killed. Boki was injured. He resigned in shame after that.
And then Mewajez took over.
She demanded the war chief give her the position. You see, Chukala was her egg brother. She wanted to honor his memory by teaching novices the things Chukala believed. Those instructions killed many novices before I intervened.
This is not gonna go well.
I widen my eye slits in wonder. You contradict everything the tribe taught me about outsiders. I hope the war chief lets you take the rite of passage, and I hope you make it to the end of the path, for all our sakes.
Will we, though? I don't know. This is how I really should have gotten over here. Did I do it that way? Definitely not. Yoink indeed. It is a very fun way of getting around, let's be real.
The outsider dares approach this sacred pavilion.
Yes.
Lower your spines, Kadilith. It is the rare outsider that dares approach the Nagakor.
I mentor the outsider. We ask to walk the path of the lily.
Blasphemy! Kill them all!
Hold! I will hear what Kishi and the outsider have to say.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to Middle School After Dark, wherein your hero laments the lamentable decision to assign the 7th grade a fun assignment to write a newspaper article. Turns out the 7th grade is, what was the term? Yes, intellectually lazy. Dare I ask what makes you say that, Onto? As do I, Yumi. That is a very cool looking sword. Were I an Argonian character, I would want that sword always.
Boki says the Nagakor are doomed. Kishi claims our war teacher is to blame. What do you say, outsider? Why have you come to the village of the Deadwater?
I want to walk the path of the lily with Kishi as my mentor.
I shake my head in disbelief. Why is it that everything connected to Boki and his egg son reeks of broken laws and forsaken traditions? Do you truly believe you can succeed where the best of our young warriors have failed?
Well, if I succeed, won't that prove that Kishi's right?
It will prove something. On that we agree. Very well. Walk the path. Kishi will accompany you as your mentor. Return with the sacred lily, and I will listen to Kishi's plea. If you fail and die, Boki will be executed, and our traditions will stand.
All right, I will come back with your sacred lily.
Mewajez, prepare the path. The outsider will undergo the same rite as our novices.
War Chief, no! You cannot allow Kishi to disrespect our cherished customs.
Do as I command, War Teacher. I want to see how the Ogel fares.
This will work, Boki. You'll see.
Well, for background, although I'm not an English teacher, nor do I have a degree in such, I have a ludicrously strong writing background, so creating bad writing hurts. Oh dear, I can see that. Okay, where even am I going? Over there. Okay. How I get there from here, I don't know, but, you know, we are going to try this and pray we're going something of a right direction. There's a quest up there, but that is for a later thing. Antu taught a graduate research course and had one student who basically could not write an English sentence despite having lived here her whole life. Oh dear. It took 2 hours to grade the form of her paper and then I drank. Oh dear. Oh dear. I feel for you, Antu. I would send hugs if I could.
This is about saving our people, Mewajez.
Through weakness and trickery, you dishonor our tribe and my egg brother's memory. No matter. If my novices cannot succeed, your outsider has no chance. No chance at all.
Rude.
Mewajez's novices fail because they attempt to use brute force to complete the rite of passage. Listen to my words, and we will succeed where they have failed. Trust me, as I trust you.
Okay, what do I need to do?
The first part of the path involves the trial of movement. You must find a way to get past one of the largest, deepest pools of quicksand in all of Murkmire. Remember the vine tongues? The plants are the key to navigating this hazard.
But I used up all the firestones.
Boki accompanied his novices, so I will accompany you. I cannot interfere in your trials, only offer advice. But you can use me as a tool, directing me to provide minor aid at times. For example, my arrows can be used to attract the vine tongues.
So my first goal is to use the vine tongues to move across the quicksand.
Yes, with the ultimate goal of reaching the signal totem and igniting it to show that you have completed the first challenge. Take this arrow and point it whenever you want me to use my bow. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready. Let's do this. 7th grade, because I'm not the English teacher, I get to see how much potential they have. So when they turn in articles that don't even do the bare minimum of pretending to follow the instructions, oh dear. That is...
Arrow I gave you, and I'll take care of the rest.
That is just painful. Okay, where's the next one? That is incredibly rude. Oh, great. The game is doing that thing where I apparently am incapable of... Ah, there we go. I was not positioned closely enough. Great. Oh god, nope. Nope. And that's the thing. I can see that many of them have what it takes, but they're not trying. Jeez. I feel for you, Antu. Are we going the right way? I don't even know. I'm not even sure where I'm trying to get to. Ah, up there. Possibly. Ah, up there's where I need to go. Okay. So we've navigated our way through here. Now we come up here. And we light the totem.
So good. Now let me tell you about the next section of the path.
And the English teacher has it worse. She's got them working on persuasive essays right now, but they aren't doing well because they find themselves unable to pick a side, no matter the topic. Oh my god. That is me as a student.
You picked the proper path through the quicksand. Well done. Dangerous plants and carnivorous beasts fill the next section of the path. They will do their best to end your trial with every step you take.
Any advice before I start the next part of the path?
Remember that I am a weapon in your arsenal. Use the arrow I gave you to direct me against the dangerous plants as you see fit. There will be 2 signal totems to ignite along this section of the path.
Does Mewajez aid her novices the way you're helping me?
No. Mewajez considers Boki's techniques to be obsolete. A war teacher who helps her novices only enables their weaknesses. She prefers to instruct from a distance and let her charges succeed or fail on their own. Proceed with care, my friend.
It's not that they're indecisive, they're just tragically intellectually lazy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, what was that? Oh, it's a bear lizard. It's a bear lizard. Nope. Nope. Okay. So, I think the thing I need is up this way. Am I going the right way? Definitely not. It's fine. Nope, we do not stand in that. Standing in that is how bad things happen. Oh my god, rude. Okay, so it looks like... The thing is, he's telling me to, use him against some of these things. And I just, how am I supposed to do that effectively? When I apparently am incapable of even targeting the plants. I'm supposed to be able to use him to do that, but... nothing's popping up when I just sort of, hover over the things. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in this particular instance. Ah, there we go. Incapacitate. No, you don't. Catapult cabbage. Nor you. There we go. What are you? You Hackwings. I was hoping I could just sneak by these guys, but apparently not. Or at the very least, stab one of the Hackwings in the back. But apparently, that is not allowed. Stabbing the Hackwings. I wish I could just stab the Hackwings in the back. Would have made my life a lot easier. Alright, we're just gonna avoid the Broodmother because F that. The bugs are like my own personal hell. I hate the bugs in this game. Especially in this zone. They are terrible. I don't like them. Okay. Where am I even going? Am I even going a right way? I don't think so. Just gonna sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. It's this way. Alright. These plants seem to, like, reform themselves very quickly. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I also don't particularly want to be catapulted by cabbages. Or shocked by static pictures. So, you know. Okay, I can't get around that. Oh, great. Okay, that was just a very easy bug. That's fine. The easy bugs are fine. I don't mind them so much. The Broodmothers, however, I hate the Broodmothers. The Broodmothers are probably the worst. Yep, okay. Okay, Bear Lizard. I will kill you. I don't particularly want to, but you know, I was kind of hoping I could sneak past you, but I guess not. It's fine. Disable. Incapacitate. I don't think I technically need to incapacitate all of these, but makes me feel a tiny bit better. Also, thank you very much for that tip, Yumi. I appreciate it. Gonna sneak past the bugs. I don't feel like dealing with them. And the Hackwings.
You finished the second trial. Let's find a safe spot to speak.
There's an achievement for incapacitating one of each plant and catching a Scuttlebloom. Interesting. I will have to try that at some point.
This spot is good. Let's talk.
Alright, let us grab this runestone very quickly. Hi, Kishi.
You have done exceptionally well, friend outsider. I think we may actually succeed and reach the sacred lily. Overconfidence can fell even the mightiest warrior, though. The final challenge awaits us. Do not let your guard down.
Alright, what can I expect to face in the final challenge?
DeRosa guards the sacred lily. He is powerful and hard to kill, but he isn't invincible. Here, take this sack of firestones. Use them and your wits, and I'm sure you'll survive. You can do this. I have faith in you.
Okay, who or what is DeRosa?
DeRosa is an Argonian behemoth, created by our Hist to protect the sacred lily and test the mettle of our novice warriors. Know that the creature has tasted the blood of many novices. They will not fall easily, I am sorry to say.
Okay. Okay, sure. This is fine. It's fine. Oh, that's a DeRosa. Okay. Gonna sneak, sneak, sneak. Oh, this is bad. Nope. Okay.
Remember the firestones.
Oh god. Gonna die. Oh jeez. I died. At that point, I think I was supposed to use the firestones, but like a toggle wasn't even coming up for me, so just gonna hang out in here for 1 second while I double check that. And also, we're gonna run a quick ad because, oh god, I did not realize how long it had been without running one. So, gonna let that go. Rosa, ESO, how do we do this? Oh boy. This is probably not a good thing. Oh, that's right. The firestones are up there. Okay. Okay, use those. Okay. I know what I'm supposed to do now. We're good. I think.
Use your brains as well as your brawn.
Come on. Woo! That was close. That was very close. Jeez.
Use the mind tongues.
Okay. Now that I have more of an idea of what I'm doing. We got this. It's not a problem. We got this. Alright. Let's grab. That's how the novices died every time. Most likely. Lily, get!
signal totem. Let's return to the village and present the sacred lily to the war chief. Oh, you did well, friend outsider.
We did it.
You are the first outsider to walk.
We did it. I'm very proud of ourselves. I'm assuming we just take this way down, but also I don't particularly want to, so we're just going to recall to the Way Shrine. Because clearly they tried to tank and spank instead of paying attention to mechanics. Indeed. My whole issue is that I completely failed to notice the, where I was supposed to use the fire stones. I thought for some reason I would have to throw them at him, which makes no sense now that I think about it. But at the time when I ran in there, it did.
Where is the outsider, Kishi? Did the quicksand swallow them?
The outsider approaches now, bearing the sacred lily. You haven't seen one in a while, have you, Mewajez?
Step forward, outsider.
That is not possible.
My friend outsider will explain. I'm going to take Boki home now.
Hello.
The sacred lily. It represents the hopes and dreams of the Nagakor, the Deadwater. It has been too many seasons since the last one was presented to me. And by an outsider, no less.
I walked the path of the lily and brought back the flower, just as Kishi said I would.
I do not trust outsiders, but I respect strength. Kishi taught you well, and you have succeeded where so many of our novices have recently failed. I raise my spines in grudging admiration.
So will you honor Kishi's request regarding the training of the novices?
I should never have accepted Boki's resignation. That was a mistake that has cost the Nagakor dearly. Kishi shall be our war teacher. If he could train an outsider to walk the path, think how our novices will fare.
So what'll happen to Mewajez?
Mewajez trained the novices just as I asked her to. Any failure on her part is also a failure on mine. I shall ask her to assist Kishi and learn from him. Hopefully, their partnership will make us stronger.
That's not gonna go well.
And tell Kishi what I have said.
I will tell him the news.
Kishi must start training the next season of novices immediately. It has been too long since strong, young warriors emerged from the path of the lily to take their place in the Deadwater tribe. Under Kishi and Mewajez's tutelage, we will prosper.
And will this save the Deadwater tribe?
I hesitate to contemplate that question. Boki warned me that the loss of so many novices would spell the end of the Nagakor. You showed us a better way. If Kishi succeeds, and the next season of Clutchmates survive, that will be enough for now.
I need to consider what happened here, Rajkal.
So we have a book here called The Strangeness of Dry Skins. What the heck? I need to read this aloud just because this is hysterical to me. It is by Kaldrinji of the Nagakor, translated by Tyria Letton, the Wayrest Wanderer. I write the truth in these words. Dry skins come to Murkmire, their presence unwelcome and unbidden. Those who enter into Deadwater Land will be slain. This is known to all of Murkmire. But I bow my head. Sometimes we travel to tribes who welcome these outsiders. They ask us to honor their foolish choice, so we must learn more than how to kill the dry skin. I clench my fist. For these times, we must learn to make peace. I write truth words so that the Naga are prepared. Dry skins have weak flesh, easily bruised and cut. Their skin blisters and breaks after touching many swamp plants. So too are their stomachs weak. A hatchling's meal may cause a dry skin to grow sick. Even without the aid of a spear, many outsiders will die from the simple nature in the swamp. I grin. My eyes have not seen, but my ears have heard that the dry skin give birth to their young alive. I shudder at such a thought. These infants, the dry skin word for their hatchlings, are completely vulnerable and weak. They cannot even walk. My eyes narrow in confusion. How can such creatures survive into adulthood? And then there are their stone nests that take many hands and many stones to build. But if the ground begins to sink, if storms begin to ravage, then they are left destitute and miserable. I shake my head at such foolishness. It is another way in which the Dryskins wish to be unchanging. The last truth to be written, these outsiders must never be tolerated. They have shown their vile natures time and time again. May the tribes of Black Marsh one day shun these Dryskins and drive them out, just as the Naga have always done. The Naga are our biggest fans, you guys.
Your methods were as successful as ever, Exia. The outsider claimed the sacred lily.
I hear your words, Kishi, and my spine swell with pride. How did it feel to claim the sacred lily, Ogel? Did your scales quiver and your spines tingle in awe and wonder? I am grateful that you helped my egg son, and that you survived to prove my methods.
Well, I don't have scales or spines, so I'm gonna go with no on that one.
Few Naga live to be as old as Boki. Most of our warriors die early, but not my Exia. He has used his wits and strength to overcome every challenge. His lessons helped me guide you through the path of the lily.
So the war chief wants you to be the tribe's new war teacher.
I am honored and thankful that my plan worked. Now I need to rebuild confidence in the young ones. Get the next season of hatchlings ready to walk the path. The Deadwater will always face adversity. I want to give them the tools to survive.
The war chief also said he wants Mewajes to assist you.
The war chief is wise. 2 Kadiliths can impart more wisdom than one, provided Mewajes cooperates and agrees to work with me. Otherwise, we will clash like Boki and Chukala did. We can only wait and see.
Good luck, Yuji.
Thank you, friend outsider. For an Ogel, you made an excellent Nagakur warrior. Please take this as a symbol of my appreciation. You have done a wonderful thing for me and my tribe.
Kishi, we must have words.
I will not apologize for my actions, Mewajes.
I seek none. You have done what I could not. Your novice survived and walked the path.
What are you saying, Mewajes?
I am saying that you have my support. Teach, and I will learn.
Then together, we will make the Deadwater even stronger than before.
You should, Yumi. I am having a lot of fun with this. Auntie was determined that the student confused a character's wife from one chapter with his father from the previous one. I'll just let you think on that. I don't think I want to. Like, how? How? I don't... What? What is going through that student's head?
I grind my fangs. This is a desecration.
Oh no. Welp.
I narrow my eyes. I know what you seek. You and the blackguards both. Sojay and I hack and cleave and stab, yet more Ogels swim over our borders every day. All looking for the remnant of Argon. I must find it first. I will find it first.
Okay, you know I have no love for the blackguards. We can find the remnant together.
I consider.
We killed many savages together. We will do so again. If the Hist thinks you are worthy of Remnant secrets, you will survive. If not, so be it. I hunt blackguards. They skulk around our village, yanking up our grave stakes like salt daisies.
They think tribal relics will lead them to the Remnant. Are those grave stakes special?
I arch my brow ridge. Special. Yes. Our grave stakes do not just pin the dead to their resting place. Each tells a story, some as old as the tribe itself. Some of our greatest Rajkals even had the honor of using a Hist bow to make their stakes.
Could the Remnant secrets be carved onto one of those grave stakes?
Yes. All the more reason to hack these blackguards dead. Meet me in the swamp east of the village. Our quarry is there. Many unstaked bog blights also. Freed from their dead sleep by those thieving savages. Bare your fangs, Ojel. Time for war.
I'll meet you outside. Things are happening. Many, many things.
Any time I can cheer when a dark elf dies, I'll do it.
At some point, I will settle on a freaking Argonian character to play and go through this again. Like, I keep waffling between either a Templar or a Warden, but I don't know which I really want. And then there's also the matter of trying to find a name for them. Naming characters is always like the hardest thing for me, I feel like, because for me the names have to have some sort of meaning.
Here already. You are swift, Ojel. I will give you that. But enough flattery, I think. From now on, all is war talk. We seek the grave stakes of several Deadwater Carls, and vengeance. I know how we can claim both.
What do you have in mind?
The blackguards steal our fallen Eggkin's grave stakes without regard for the stake's purpose. Now, the rivers choke on bog blights, dead and not dead things that eat Nagas whole. With cunning, we will see to it that they eat only blackguards.
Sounds good. What do we have to do?
The blackguard savages build ponjis. This word means fumers. Racks of oily, spoiled meat that keep the bog blights off their scent. As we recover the grave stakes, destroy the fumers. The dead not dead will find our enemies and do the rest.
Alright, I'll destroy the fumers and recover the grave stakes.
This time we attack as one. One serpent, two heads.
Are you concerned about the bog blights attacking us?
A single spear ant means nothing, but a hive means death. A bog blight is nothing to us alone, but when they gather in great numbers, great danger. Great glory also for those who fight them. My egg brother Sojay fell to the bog blights.
I'm sorry?
Do not be. It was a glorious battle. And he fights with me still, you see. For the Deadwater, death is certain. But death brings new life. As shield and bow, or axe and knife. In time, the soul moves on. Everything changes, but nothing ends.
That's very... poetic?
I curl my lips. Poetic. Another word for soft, I think. Soft words belong to bright throats like Sukas. Enough egg gazing, we have work to do.
What are grave stakes exactly?
We call them Zulvats. They tell the stories of our victories and our defeats. Tales from childhood, names of friends, dreams, nightmares. They also keep the dead down where they belong, in the mud.
Do the dead often rise around here?
Often enough to earn a name. Bog blight. Many strange things stalk the deep murk, Ojel. Beasts of vine and stone. Giant Hajmota, ghost people, slimes, plants with maws like crocodiles. Dead not dead seem tame by comparison.
I guess so. These grave stakes pin down the dead so they keep them from rising?
I nod my head. Yes. Until some tail-lifting savage steals the stake. You see, we are back where we started.
This is true. Also, we have a notification. Let's get rid of that. And off we go. Okay, so... Gravestake, femurs. Okay, let's start over here. We're gonna work our way around. Seems like the safest way to do it. If I can maybe not get caught on plants, anyway. Let me incapacitate this. Okay. Oh god. Bog blight! Bog blight! I need the stake. That could have gone a bit better.
Those merchants, it's like taking sweet
In retrospect,
we must not show weakness to those interlopers from Cyrodiilic collections.
probably should have done this first.
Good. The bog blights will feast on this camp soon enough.
Rude. Okay. Now we're up this way. Slowly but surely we go. My one issue...
I heard that the Deadwater lost another batch of hatchlings. It would be sad if I didn't find it so funny.
Ugh, rude. Okay, so my one issue with Murkmire, and that is just commenting on the zone itself, is that in the dark, it is very hard to see. So it is very hard for me to, like, figure out where the heck I'm going because I'm having such a hard time actually figuring out the terrain. And that is more like my problem than anything else. Part of it is also because of where I have my monitor position, so it's more at like eye level, so I can see things better. Okay, let's keep going. Why am I going this way? That is not at all the direction I need to go in. This is the direction I need to go in. Gonna head over this way. Make sure everybody gets caught in that. destroy that.
These blackguards will pay a high price for challenging the Deadwater tribe.
Yes, yes, they will. Now, where do we go? Over this way. Like, right up next to this thing. How far in range do I need to get?
You drink.
Nope, we will do no such thing. Okay, just navigating very carefully through this swamp. Alright. Humor's destroyed. Now we just need a stake.
Well done. Now travel north. We will raid their main encampment and finish this.
I have a few concerns, but you know what? I like Jaxic Orange, so we're gonna keep doing this anyway, despite my concerns. I have the feeling this is not going to go particularly well, though. We are going to be as stealthy as we possibly can.
People will never expect a thing.
Is this the main camp? Odell. Yes, it is. Where'd that come from? Up here? Yes, it did. Hi.
I know I spoke of fighting as one, but these two were too loud and foolish. Sojay and I had to kill them. Before they died, they spoke of the Remnant and the Hist Woodgrave stakes.
What'd they say?
One shouted at the other about a relic they could not find. The grave stake of a Chronocall, the great Deadwater war chief called Etra of the Many Spears. Few Deadwater warriors rival Etra. He is Wutum. You would say legend, I think.
And his gravestake will lead to the Remnant of Argon?
I blink my eyes. Maybe. Reading Azulvat is Gravesinger work. We cannot know until we claim the stake. You will have to fight him for it. All Deadwater Carls know Etra's resting place. Look west and follow the ridge line. His tomb is there.
You'll help me fight him, though, right?
My tail sinks. Etra is buried in the Tomb of Many Spears, an unclean place. Vahat, or taboo in the Dry Tongue. Sojay and I cannot fight there, but you can. If you can pry the stake away from Etra, bring it to the Gravesinger's lodge.
And if I can't?
I will reclaim your body and make a helm of your skull. You have earned that, at least.
I don't know how to respond to that. Alright, I'll claim Etra's gravestake and meet you at this Gravesinger's lodge. Please don't turn my skull into a helmet.
Why do you slump? Bristle your war spines. Etra was a legend, true. But what you fight is not Etra. It is the pieces not needed, bound together by slime and old-time magic. A beast to crush and cleave. Take your weapon and strike true.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Etra of the Many Spears?
A call has no tongue for stories. But I will do my best. The Nahish elders say that Etra had a soul older than the tribe. Even before he hatched, the egg handlers heard him chanting from inside his tiny shell. Blood, death, glory.
And he grew up to be a hero?
I shake my head. A hero to us. Not to you, I think. Etra rolled across the marsh like a thunderhead, felling great trees, slaying huge beasts, and eating the hearts of great warriors. Often, Etra would take his opponent's grave stakes as a trophy.
You know, she says eating the hearts of great warriors, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm playing a Bosmer. Bosmer regularly cannibalize the dead, so, yeah, I think mine might be like, oh, okay, that's not too weird. What did he do with the stakes?
He stored them in the great stone vault that eventually became his tomb. The place where you will face him. The Tomb of Many Spears. One dark day, a great slime claimed the vault. When Etra learned of this, he grew furious and attacked.
Did he win?
He did not. He died in glory. Many great Deadwater Calls raided the tomb, seeking pieces of Etra, bones or sinew to make mighty weapons. They all died. Now their corpses, and what remains of Etra's, stalk the tomb forever. Like I said, Vahat.
Well, that story wasn't too bad.
I roll my eyes. If you do not hurry, I will end up telling the story of the slow-legged Ogel who lost the remnant of Argon. Go now. Be swift.
That's fair. Okay, where are we even going? This way. I think. It would help if I did not get stuck behind things. Oh god! How did I not die? Jeez. Probably should have died there, coming off of that ridge. I'm glad I didn't, but... Okay, we're still sneaking, because I don't know what all is out here. And to be quite honest, there are things I don't particularly want to fight right now. So we're gonna keep going. And just make our way through here. I see the marker. We're almost there. The Tomb of Many Spears. So what are you guys all up to right now? I hope it's something interesting. You can but hope, anyway. We are trying very hard to get through here. And also praying the loading goes a tiny bit faster. Predictably, like since the patch last week, loading hasn't been as bad, but sometimes it's still very, very grumpy. At least with me. I hope it's actually functional for you guys. Oh! Hi, Voroplasm. This is gonna be fun, I say sarcastically. Nope. Get off, leave me alone. Okay, Voroplasm defeated. I don't like the Voroplasm. I'm not a huge fan of giant slime. To me, slime is to be played with, not to fight with, to be quite honest. That is in my humble opinion anyway. We're trying to avoid fighting as much of it as I can. To be honest, I don't really want to. Alright, so there's the man. The man himself. Going to sneak around behind him. Oh, this is probably going to be very dangerous for me. Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is bad. Oh god. I maybe don't want to stand in the slime. That is a bad plan, all things considered. Oh god. Oh god! Now suddenly everything is attacking me. Leave me alone. Okay, there he is. Dude is dead. Taking your grave stake, sir. Now, let's get back out of here. Hopefully before the slimes respawn. The last thing I really want to deal with is fighting the slimes I murdered on the way in. This is not how I came in. This is how I came in. I know directions. Clearly I do not, considering how often I get lost, but, you know. Alright, out the door we go. And now we return to Deadwater Village. We find Jaxic Orn, and, you know, I think, what is that? Thieves' Trove. Mine now. Okay, we're just gonna straight up recall because I'm feeling a bit lazy. Also, at some point, I really need to hit up an outlaw refuge and, like, launder some items. Because they are taking up a decent amount of space in my inventory.
This work never ends.
Kishi's teaching them all now. This makes me very happy. Hi, Kishi.
The novices take to the new training techniques like mud slugs to water. They show great aptitude at using both their wits and their weapons. We have a long way to go, but I have high hopes for the future of the Deadwater.
I'm glad that, you know, you can revisit some NPCs and just talk to them, see how they're doing. At some point, I really need to go back to Brightthroat Village and see how
then
that one woman's doing with her daughter.
Story on the grave stake, or the Hists.
Both, my Carl. What is our story, if not the story of the Hist?
I see them return. You destroyed Etra? Good. Let that victory rattle the roots. Gravesinger Kiat tells me what we seek is not in the gravestake symbols, but in the wood itself. I do not know how to read wood, but he says I must.
Here's the gravestake.
I shake my head. It is a gravestake like the others. I do not even know what to look for. The symbols are worn. But wait. I see it. In the grain. In the whorls and knots. The remnant. It swims in the wood. I can almost touch it.
Does it say where the remnant is?
Patience. There are words. In a garden in a maw of stone. Yes, that is all. I see nothing more.
Well, it has to mean something. If we just...
This is what we hunted for. A garden. I hiss fire. Why could it not be more simple? Kaok. There must be more. What do you know that we do not?
I will share everything I know, but you need to join us in Lilmoth.
What is us? The Bumbler, Famia, Zukas, the dry-scale Cassandra, a nest of weak spines in Ogel treachery. I will not. I am sorry. The Deadwater are a suspicious people, but you deserve my respect and my trust. I will join you in Lilmoth.
Thank you. I'll meet you at Cyrodiil Collections headquarters. Interesting. It's interesting that the two NPCs, like local NPCs that we've interacted with the most, have been the ones who have had to read and interpret the Hist. I don't know why I find that interesting. I'm wondering if it's going to mean something at some point down the line, but I don't know. We will have to see. And I don't think we're going to get those answers in the next 20 minutes, but you know, we are going to have to see. Perhaps we shall. Perhaps we won't. It'll be interesting either way. Up this way. Do Cyrodiil Collections. Actually, you know what? First, we're making a very quick detour. Because I see an Outlaw Refuge symbol. And I do want to... Actually, it'd probably be easier to exit the village and then come up that way. This is not the route I really should be going, but, you know, we're doing it anyway. As you do. Because what am I if not a bastion of the best decisions ever made? That is a lie. I've made several terrible decisions in the course of playing this game. Let's be real here. But I do need to hit up an Outlaw Refuge, so... let us do the thing. And just poke at the Outlaw Refuge a tiny bit. Which I don't really know what to expect. Like, what is an Argonian Outlaw Refuge going to be like? I'm curious. Again, it's the sort of thing where we'll just need to see, but... very long, apparently. Whoa, okay.
The tree takes in its...
Hi. I'm just gonna straight up sell that, because there's not much I can really get from some of this. The lockpicks I would like to launder, though.
Your hands.
Thank you. Okay. Now the real question is, how do I get out? I'm assuming probably just go the way I came in. Seems like the most plausible. I don't really know what I was expecting. Like, if we had to go under, I'm used to, going underground to outlaw refuges, but this one just seemed like an actual building. Which is kind of weird to me. I'm not complaining in the slightest, mind. But it was not what I was expecting, really. Alright. Let's go back to Cyrodiilic Collections, talk to our friends, and let's try to put all the pieces together.
Please, you must understand. We only seek the remnant to... Ah, there you are. Oh, thank Mara you're here. I haven't seen a gathering go this poorly since my sister Concordia's 7th birthday. Marinus put slugs in her pudding. I can still hear the screams. Whew. For the record, I did offer tea, but what's needed is answers.
I've recovered another riddle from the Deadwater tribe in a garden of maw and stone.
A location, clearly. But a location for what? I did some more research on the first riddle, the one about smoke and sap, remember? Well, after combing through a half-dozen dissertations, I'm pretty confident it's referring to a dream wallow.
A dream wallow?
It's an Argonian religious practice. Sort of. I've never witnessed one myself, but they typically involve a period of isolation and exposure to potent, mind-altering herbs. According to the text, a dream wallower can see things beyond the physical.
So we have to perform this ritual in a garden in a maw of stone.
Yes. Now if we could Wait. A garden in a maw of stone? Of course. That's gotta be the Swallowed Grove. The Rionwo. A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. What could be more exciting? We should discuss this with Cassandra right away.
She's literally right behind us, but apparently I will tell her what we discovered.
The Rionwo. Many strange things stalk the Swallowed Grove, Bigos.
Strange or not, Sojay and I will kill anything that threatens the Remnant. Anything.
A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. Fascinating. And timely. Very well done, both of you.
So when do we set out for the Swallowed Grove?
Immediately. I hate to set out in such a hurry, as careless haste can be fatal in this profession. Unfortunately, we cannot afford to wait. Thank you for all you've done, my friend. The remnant of Argon is almost within our grasp. Just look at us. A Brightthroat negotiator, a Deadwater Call, an alley tough Naga, 2 scholars and a hero. As unlikely a party as any I've seen before. I can only hope that discovering the remnant will tighten these bonds of fellowship.
So where's the Swallowed Grove Famia mentioned?
The grove is north of Alton Mirhalil, tucked away near a roaring waterfall if memory serves. I will make my personal ferry available to all here assembled. Join us, or walk if you prefer. I'd only ask that you avoid any unnecessary delays.
Do you really think we'll find the remnant in the Swallowed Grove?
Long years of bitter disappointment have trained me to measure my expectations. We will find something in the grove, I am certain of it. But this Dream Wallow business... The Hist will not make this easy. Not for you, and certainly not for me.
I'll make my way to the Swallowed Grove now. Gonna go find Cassandra's boat. Because otherwise, I can tell you right now, I am going to get lost. And that is not the sort of thing I feel like I should be wasting time on right now. I know what I'm about, and what I'm about is definitely getting lost. And I have the feeling we do not have that kind of time. This way we guarantee I do not get lost on the way.
There, the entrance to the Swallowed Grove.
What is that?
Huh? Did you hear something?
Whoa.
What are you two talking about?
I hear voices. Do you not hear them?
I'm sorry, Zukas. No, I hear nothing. Can you describe...
Famia, we haven't the time. If we are this close to the Remnant, others may be as well. Come.
I feel like this is important, but we apparently do not have time to talk about it, and I'm upset. I want to know what's going on. Why are Zukas and Jaxagorn apparently hearing the hiss like this? What is going on? What are their ties to this thing? I really want to know.
All right, we've arrived. What next?
Something in the grove is linked to the Remnant. It is just a matter of finding it, I think.
A hunt, then. Good. Whatever speaks to the Remnant here, Sojay and I will find it.
Jaxic!
And there she goes. She is not wrong. We will cover more ground if we split up. If I see anything, I will find you.
Very well. You and Famia go ahead. Whiptail and I will follow in a moment.
I hear something. Is that creaking? Please say it's not skeletons.
Probably not.
Skeletons. Oh, Mara's mercy. No mage, but these do seem different, don't they? They're not feral. It's like they're guarding something.
Perhaps I lack Jaxic's flair for sudden disappearances. This is so.
She's talking about skeletons. But there are no skeletons. I don't really know what she's going on about, to be quite honest with you guys. Considering I see nothing. But... oh, there we go. I see nothing because somebody has already murdered them along the way. It looks like we go this way. Feel kind of bad about this, but you know. Onward. I mean, they're only guarding this thing. Like, they're doing this for a reason. And I feel kind of bad.
Look at this masonry. I bet this predates the surface on Earth by a century or more.
Okay, Famia, sweetie, geek out over the masonry when we're not getting attacked, please. This way. Think I'm reading this map right? I don't know. We've established by now that my interpretation of maps is minimal at best. Whoa.
Over here, I found something.
Hey, Zukas. Where'd you go? This way?
Deep sap. Can you believe it?
Huh. Weird.
The
Zucus?
root bleeds slow and dry, but this is definitely deep sap. We Brightthroats use this in our dream wallows. I think this is no coincidence.
Deep sap? I didn't see any histories outside.
Hist roots stretch very far, Biko. Deep down into the heart of Zalnern and out into distant lands. I cannot say what tribe serves this hist, but the message is clear. The deep sap is here so we can take it for your dream wallow.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you sure I'm the one who should undertake this?
Yes, many things feel uncertain, but your role pounds like a drum in my mind. The deep sap is for you. The dream wallow is for you.
How can you be sure?
With the hist, some things are certain. I could try to explain it, but this is like trying to explain how to breathe underwater to someone who is not a fish. I mean no offense. As not fish go, you are one of the best.
Thanks? Okay. Sure, that makes sense, I guess. Also, how the heck did I get completely... The quest apparently decided I did not need to have this one tracked. For some reason unknown to me.
Ojel, this way. Star blossoms. Do you see?
Should I?
I spread my truth spines. All doubt is dead. The Hist's will is clear.
What are you talking about? The flowers told you that?
The flowers. Flowers do not speak. Do not be weird. The Hist speaks. In Deadwater Land, we burn star blossoms. Their smoke leads us to the Dream Wallow. They are rare as snow in summer, yet here they are. Tell me, did Zucus find something too?
Yeah, he found deep sap. He said Brightthroats use it in their Dream Wallow rituals.
I nod my head. Then our course is clear. The Deadwater Way and the Brightthroat Way will join, like blood and water. A dream wallow unlike any we have seen before. Zucus and I will guide you down this third path.
Are you sure? Will combining your rituals even work?
I know it is what the Hist demands. As for what it will do to you, that is a question for a tree minder or a Nahi stream talker. I am neither. This wallow leads to the remnant, I am certain. We have the ingredients. You must provide the bravery.
Alright, I can do that. Where do we go from here?
We should find the others. I will search one way. You search another.
What's Star Blossom for?
Deadwater warriors burn the petals and inhale the smoke. It stretches the soul and widens our eyes. Without star blossoms, we could not fight our Kaju dream beasts or learn our killing names. Breathing this smoke is a great honor, Ojel.
Okay. Let's go find the others. We're gonna be going a tiny bit over, I think, just because I want to see how this wraps up. I need to know.
Sorry, these engravings are just impossible to read. Something about a dreaming nest? Let's keep looking.
Okay, I think I have to kill that guy up there. Don't particularly want to. Think I have to. Nope. Nope. Alright. So I think the path I need to go takes me over this way.
Well, that was, nightmarish.
Little bit.
We are here. No one is harmed, I hope?
We're fine, thank you. Did you find something? You all seem quite motivated.
Star blossoms and deep sap. For the Dream Wallow. I feel pain in my throat when I say it, but Famia was right.
Why, thank you, Jaxic Orn. The inscription on this door. The Dreaming Nest is just through here. I'm certain.
Then that is where we go.
Here we go. We're definitely going a tiny bit over. I already know this. We're going over because I want to know how this is going to go. I've hit a point where I'm definitely like, I need to know. So we're going over. I apologize, friends, but I need to know. And I have no idea what this is going to be like, so...
Air's a bit thick, isn't it?
Come, no more delays.
Come all this way. Whoa.
So this is the Dreaming Nest. Yet another dead end.
There is more here than you think, Cassandra. The Dream Wallow will clear the waters. You will see.
Breathe deep, Ojel. We will watch over you, but you walk the path alone.
There are giant eggs here. Oh, jeez. I hate when the light effects do this.
The mural, it bears the image of a hunting party. What does it say to you?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, God. I hate when it does that. What? I am an Argonian with, like, my favorite hairstyle. What the heck? What even is happening? I'm assuming I need to murder these things. It's very cute. I am very confused, though. Like,
Stop dragging your tail, Mateen. The hunting party waits for you at the bone camp. We have a surprise.
Rude. Like I said, we're going a bit over because I need to know how this is going to... what we're going to learn here. I need to know.
What is happening to them, Famia?
I heard a name. Mateen. I think our friend is reliving an ancient Argonian's memories.
This is very weird to me. I don't know how I feel about this. Or how I feel about an Argonian with this hairstyle. But... oh God, I freaking hate these guys. We all know my deep hatred for Gavas. They're my least favorite thing. Oh no, I don't want to stand in that. God damn it. I remember too late. I don't stand in areas where brood mothers recently died. That way lies nothing but pain and suffering.
You finally arrive. We grow old with waiting.
To hunt is to know patience, Root Brother. But where is Uraz?
Uraz is not with you. He did not come with us.
No matter. We flushed Fat Gixley as you asked, Cloaksu.
Kaok! I nearly forgot. It is time for your Chakasay, Mateen. Pierce the heart of Fat Gixley, and the tribe will see you are full grown at last.
Okay, so...
I see nothing, Famia. Is it a hallucination or an actual vision of the past?
Both, perhaps? I can only see the edges. Smoke and whispers, but what our friend is experiencing, it's real enough.
So apparently this is some sort of coming of age ritual for this ancient Argonian that I'm apparently reliving. That is really cool! This must be so much more meaningful to people actually playing Argonian characters.
Is still not here. I do not like this. Let us find him.
We came here to find the remnant, Valia, not to hear mumbling about some hatchling's name day.
I'm sorry, Cassandra. It's very hazy. There must be something here. Something we're meant to see.
A Wamasu hunt hardly seems relevant. What could it possibly have to do with the relic?
Uraz. He's... outsider. Did you do this?
Ah, another soul for our harvest? Delightful.
What the... What?
Soldiers! More of these lizards lurk in the swamp nearby, no doubt. Take them.
Aliens.
After all, we'll need guides to their village.
What did you say? Something about the aliens?
I believe so. Yes, the ancient Barsabic Aliad elves. I had no idea they made it this far south. Then perhaps the remnant isn't Argonian at all. Perhaps it's an Aliad artifact. We must learn more.
Burned village mural. Oh no. This is not going to go well. This is going to go less well. Oh no. Oh no. These are... Okay, these look like they're all aliens. They don't look like they're...
The village bleeds. We pushed the aliens back, but our warriors bear new scars. Our sap speaker calls for aid. Several members of her sacred clutch remain. Find them, Matim, and bring them here.
Okay, so we need to go this way. I think. Yes. We're back in this Argonian again.
Please, Honay, can you hear me? Matim, I cannot find Honay anywhere. I shout my throat dry, but she does not come.
The sap speaker needs your help. I was sent to fetch you.
I will go nowhere without my heart rose. I will only fight with Honay at my side.
Where did you last see her?
We were separated in the attack. I cut down 3 invaders, but lost Honay in the smoke. She is hiding somewhere, I think. Or injured. Please, Matim, help me look for her.
I'll find her. Back this way. Also, that is a very romantic way to refer to somebody. Your heart rose. That just makes me happy.
Casa Jean, I am sorry.
Oh, jeez. She is dead. So we take her charm from her, which is a creamy quartz charm, carefully engraved and lovingly polished. This item clearly had sentimental value. This is not going to go well with Casa Jean. I'm just calling it right now. Hi.
Where is she? Where is Honay?
She didn't make it.
She did not. Oh no. No, no, no. We were going to travel. To visit Rootkin near Gideon. She cannot be dead. I do not believe you.
I found this charm on her body.
I made this for her. She would never let it fall from her wrist. She really is gone. Please, leave me. Help the others. I need to be alone.
Alright, I'll find someone else to help. I guess. Rally the survivors, it says, but I don't know that I'm doing much rallying with that. That was basically, hey, your girlfriend's dead.
Is someone there? Please, Rootkin. I need help. The door is locked. The key, it should be in the Speaker's Lodge.
Okay, where's the Speaker's Lodge, though? Ah, back up that way. Gonna run very fast. Grabbing a key. Do do do. Whoops, I almost ran right off the edge there. That would not have been good.
Thank you, my team. Gather your strength. We fight again soon.
Okay, there's one over this way.
Help! Anyone! Cannot breathe.
Putting out fire. Do do do.
My team, thank you. I must find the Sap Speaker and Raj Kal Drusif.
Good luck with that. I have one more I need to set free. I'm not gonna get to them this way. I actually need to come back up on this and then run this way and then come down like this. I know directions. Sometimes.
3 against 1. Honor the Skreels.
Hey, maybe don't be a jerk. Freaking aliens, man.
My thanks, my team.
These Argonians. They bested the aliens?
Yes. It was costly, though. Ugh. I smell smoke and taste blood in my mouth.
Perhaps the Remnant helped them?
This is everyone? All you could find?
Yes.
It'll have to do. The Sap Speaker calls for aid. The 4 of you must...
They are coming! They are coming! The elves! More come, Rashkal! Hundreds more!
How? We slaughtered them here like hogfish.
That was only the first wave.
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
Fine. Fall back to the Hist. We fight and die in its shadow. Bare your fangs, Rootkin.
Yes, by all means, bare your fangs. I wouldn't want this to be too easy. Have you forgotten the laws of the hunt so soon? Prey is supposed to run.
I don't like him.
Nothing about the Remnant. I am well acquainted with delays, but even my patience has limits.
There must be a connection.
Zukis and Jaxik Orn. They are shaking. What is going on? Is it the Remnant?
Yes. It's very close now. I can almost hear it. Cassandra? Cassandra! What are you...
The Sap Speaker calls for you, and you alone. Go!
What did Cassandra do?
The Ayleid savages approach, but the Hist provides. A seed of our tribe. A refuge for the souls of our people. Creating this relic is our tribe's last hope. You must find the root's courage and keep the elves from interfering. Trust in the Hist. Here they come.
Oh god. You're gonna get overwhelmed here. Oi! Get off! Leave my people alone! They're not my people. I know this, but, like, come on. Right now, I am an Argonian, and I am mad.
Protect the calls.
I can only really do this one at a time because there's so many of them. They tend to, like, come in when I'm not expecting them to.
Never defeat us!
Their leader approaches. Keep him away. The ritual is nearly complete.
Wait, off. I don't know why I did that, considering I definitely did not need a thing, but...
We must hold them off until the ritual is complete.
I'm doing my best here. There's literally just me.
Do not allow them to complete the ritual.
And I'm literally just doing the best I can, considering it's just me.
We must hold them off until the ritual is complete.
Hey, pay attention to me.
The ritual is in danger.
Where is he? Trying very hard to do this. It's very difficult when it's literally just you trying to hold off an army. Like, I feel like this should have been a group thing, but there's literally only me. Are you?
Protect the calls.
I'm trying very hard, but I can only be so many places.
I can't fend this one off.
Behold the sun! Focus on your demise! Enough! I will pry your secret free personally! Wind Lizard, submit!
Nope.
Press on!
You
We
haven't
must
stopped
be
me!
Come, warrior. The troubled tide recedes, but it will crash again soon. Matim who is not.
What?
At last. The sight of you warms my scales. I feared you would not come, but I was wrong to worry. The Hist, in its wisdom, always provides.
Matim who is not? You can see who I really am?
In this place, even the keenest eyes see little but embers of the truth, Rootmender. Here, we see with our souls. But these are questions for a dozing time. This moment demands action. You seek the seed, correct?
Seed? You mean the remnant of Argon?
What you call it matters little. The seed, this remnant, waits in a dark and quiet place, and our souls hide within it. It calls for a protector, a guide, and a mender that might lift it high and release its spirits in the bright yellow sun.
How can I find it?
I offer you my staff, a branch of great power. It will guide you to us. Many brambles and snares remain, Rootmender. Betrayal, battle, and sacrifice. But the Hist knows your heart and your strength. In time, you shall find what you seek.
Thank you. If it'll help guide me to the remnant, I'll take your staff.
The shell of the dream grows thin, Rootmender. Soon it will crack. If you have questions, ask them now.
What did I just witness?
The death of our tribe, and the creation of the remnant of Argonne. The Ayleid elves, with their whitestone hearts, brought steel and nightmare magics to Murkmire. Their leader coveted our souls and their secrets. So with his staff, he claimed them.
But I just killed him, right?
No. He will survive, and his reign here will bring a rainstorm of sorrows. But all is as it must be. The strongest crops grow from fire-lit soil. So it is with the seed, your remnant. For a miracle to occur, there must first be sorrow.
What is this miracle? What does the remnant do?
It provides a refuge for the souls of our tribe, a safe place to weather the storm. But it has slept too long, and the Hist that cares for it withers away. You must find the remnant. Find us. With your aid, both Hist and remnant will wake and thrive.
What's so important about your staff?
The seed sleeps in a forgotten place, hidden from sun and storm and time itself. In all the world, only this staff remembers its whereabouts. It will guide you, just as the stars guide a sailor. Know this, though. You will not hold it for long.
What do you mean?
Another will claim it. But do not worry, Rootmender. It will lead you all the same, just as a swamp fox leads the cunning hunter to its den.
You keep calling me Root Mender. What does that mean?
It is your role. Just as I speak the Hist's will, you will mend its wounds. All of us, even our enemies, have a part to play in this tale. The Ayleids beat the drums of war. Your friends bow the strings of sacrifice. And you sing the hero's song.
Is this a vision, or is it really happening?
Both. And neither.
How can it be both and neither?
Tell me, Rootmender. Which do you believe is true? Is this a Dreamwallow vision? Is it real?
I'm not sure.
The narrow reed you call real cannot hold the Hist's truth, Rootmender. Real, illusion, dream, waking. These are the words that keep our bellies to the mud. We are safe there, yes, but we cannot see very far. Today, you see very far indeed.
I'm not sure I understand, but thank you for the explanation.
You are welcome. Do not be discouraged. Uncertainty is no bad thing.
Taking the staff, and then...
It is the key to the remnant of Argonne, isn't it? Then it seems our time together has come to an end. This paralytic should keep you here for a time.
What?
Please know I hold you in the highest respect. Farewell.
Move it, Famia.
What the heck? You know, just when I was actually starting to like Cassandra, they go and do this. They go and do this, and now... Great. Great. I am not okay. I am not okay with any of this. I'm very glad we stuck this out because this is a very good note to end on, I feel like. But at the same time, what the heck? What the heck, man? Just when I was freaking starting to like Cassandra. She goes and does this. Apparently, we can leave Murkmire through this. Never trust the Empire. Yeah. I should have known better. I really should have, considering Imperials in general, with, like, one very rare exception of, like, the group we met in Elsewhere. I should have known that apart from them, Imperials tend to be bad people. I really should have known. Where am I even going? How do we get out of here? Hey, Zucus.
Biko, I am sorry to have left you, but I had to give chase. Cassandra took the staff, a gift of the Dreamwallow, and the key to the remnant of Argon, yes? I grew too weary, but Jaxic still chases them like a stiff wind, I think.
Cassandra betrayed us, huh?
She did. Cassandra seeks to claim the remnant for herself. I extend the quill of deep surprise. That is a joke. You saw the remnant's history. A seed born in blood and sorrow. It cannot belong to Cassandra. We must stop her before it is too late. Cassandra moves...
This is where we're going to...
has a head start. We must hurry, Biko.
This is sadly where I think we're going to have to wrap things up for today, because it is getting late, and sleep is a thing that I very much do need. But I also think this is probably a good note to end things on for today. I really did just want to see, you know, how exactly that was going to happen. I needed to know. It's decided my asshole character will be an Imperial. I mean, there are some decent Imperials, but they are few and far between. Asshole is probably the general way to go. I feel bad. I feel bad saying that, because I do follow Casual Ranger on Twitter, and if you guys don't, you probably should. He is a very big Imperial player, and just, I respect him. I do. I just, you know, a lot of the Imperials we have met have not been the best of people. So, part of me feels a tiny bit bad. But, like, they haven't been great people, let's be real. I will flail about this some more in Discord because, you know, it is late and I do need to wrap up the stream. I did just want to see, you know, how exactly things were going to go with the Dreamwallow and everything. And, yes, I met him through Kyle. Excellent. Ranger is a good bean. He is a good bean. But, just, I feel bad. Because I feel like me saying that the things I am is like condemning the entirety of the Imperials, and there are some decent Imperials. But a lot of the NPCs we directly interact with are jerks. And it's a thing. Anyhow, I'm probably going to flail about this some more in Discord, because I am feeling feelings right now, and I am not happy. But if you guys are not already part of the Discord and you would like to be, please come and join us. There's a link in the panels down below. There's also a link in the Twitch chat for you all to potentially come and join us if you are so inclined. That said, I'm going to wind things down for the evening because it is late and I really should be thinking about sleeping. But if you guys are new around here and you did enjoy what you saw, there is a heart-shaped button. Flip that away. And make sure that little bell is checked. Make sure that's on so you will know when we're live next, because our next stream is going to be Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be playing some more Stardew Valley. Not this, sadly, even though we are plot is definitely coming to a head in Murkmire, and I really do need to know how exactly this is going to resolve itself. So, but we have to wait. We will wait. But again, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it, and thank you to everybody who wound up sticking around the extra like half an hour, because I was that invested in just knowing how exactly the Dream Wallet was going to work and how all those pieces fit together. I'm excited to reach the end of Murkmire now just because of all of that, but we will have to wait. And again, thank you guys so much for sticking out with me. I appreciate it. Many hearts to you. Again, I'll be hanging out in the Discord after the stream, so feel free to stop in and say hi if you're so inclined. But I'm going to wrap this up for the evening, I think. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys have a great rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all again on Sunday. Bye, guys.